What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of When, Where, Pick, and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. MLB. San Francisco Giants versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Giants have a 46.3% chance to win. The Diamondbacks have a 53.7% chance to win. This is at Arizona. For pitchers, Verlander for the Giants has an ERA of 3.94 and WHIP of 1.37. And Pifat for the Diamondbacks has an ERA of 5.31, WHIP of 1.4. So good pitching for Verlander and freaking terrible pitching for Pifat. So it's a definite pitching advantage for the Giants. So despite the home field advantage that the Diamondbacks have, I think with pitching advantage, I think the Giants will beat the Diamondbacks tomorrow. Cleveland Guardians versus Detroit Tigers. The Guardians have a 35.2% chance to win, and the Tigers have a 64.8% chance to win. This is at Detroit for pitchers. Allen for the Guardians has an ERA of 4.43 and WHIP of 1.44. And Flaherty for the Tigers has an ERA of 4.69, WHIP of 1.28. So not really good pitching for either team. And there's not really a difference here. So I say home field advantage be the big thing here. So I think the Tigers will beat the Guardians tomorrow. San Diego Padres versus New York Mets. The Padres have a 49.4% chance to win, and the Mets have a 50.6% chance to win. This is at New York. For pitchers, Pivetta for the Padres has an ERA of 2.73 and WHIP of .95. And Pearson for the Mets has an ERA of 3.77 and a WHIP of 1.32. So good pitch for both teams, but a definite advantage for the Padres. So despite the home field advantage that the Mets have, I think with the pitching advantage, I think that the Padres will beat the Mets tomorrow. Seattle Mariners versus Kansas City Royals. The Mariners have a 48.6% chance to win. The Royals have a 51.4% chance to win. This is at Kansas City for pitchers. Miller for the Mariners has an ERA of 5.59, WHIP of 1.37. And Reagans for the Royals has an ERA of 5.18 and WHIP of 1.29. Now, Miller has pitched in 75 and two-thirds innings this year, while Reagans has only pitched in 48 and two-thirds. So let's look at Reagans' career. So for his career, he has an ERA of 3.69, the WHIP of 1.29. So with those numbers, that's good pitching for for Reagans. Not really good pitching for Miller. So I say it's a definite advantage for the Royals. So with both home field advantage and pitching advantage, I think the Royals will beat the Mariners tomorrow. Texas Rangers versus Houston Astros. The Rangers have a 58.9% chance to win. The Astros have a 41.1% chance to win. This is at Houston. For pitchers, DeGrom for the Rangers has an ERA of 2.82 and a WHIP of .92. And Javier for the Astros has an ERA of 4.78 and a WHIP of 1.29. Now, DeGrom has pitched 162 and two-thirds innings this year, while Javier has only pitched in 26 and a third. So let's look at Javier's career. So for his career, he has an ERA of 3.65 and a WHIP of 1.14. So with those numbers, that's good pitcher for both teams, but a definite advantage for the Rangers. So despite the home field advantage that the Astros have, I think with the pitching advantage, I think the Rangers will beat the Astros tomorrow. Philadelphia Phillies versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The Phillies have a 32.5% chance to win, and the Dodgers have a 67.5% chance to win. This is at LA for pitchers. Luzardo for the Phillies has an ERA of 4.03 and WHIP of 1.26. And Snell for the Dodgers has an ERA of 2.79, WHIP of 1.39. Now, Luzardo has pitched 169 2/3 innings this year, while Snell has only pitched in 48 and thirds. So let's look at Snell's career. So for his career, he has an ERA of 3.18 and WHIP of 1.22. So with those numbers, that's good pitching for Snell, not really good pitching for Luzardo. So I say it's a definite advantage for the for the Dodgers. So with home field advantage and pitching advantage, I think the Dodgers will beat the Phillies tomorrow. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.